Today, we analyze the luxury sector through the lens of inflation and rising oil prices. Traditionally, luxury has been considered resilient, but recent macroeconomic developments suggest that this is becoming more conditional. Recent geopolitical tensions have driven oil prices up by over 50%, reintroducing inflationary pressure across global markets. As prices rise faster than wages, real purchasing power declines, meaning consumers have less income available after essential spending. This is particularly relevant for discretionary spending, such as luxury goods, where purchases can be delayed or reduced. In fact, demand in the luxury sector is not evenly distributed. While ultra-wealthy consumers remain largely unaffected, a significant share of demand comes from aspirational consumers, who are more sensitive to economic pressure. To see how this translates into real behavior, we can look at consumer confidence. We observe a clear decline following rising energy prices and geopolitical tensions, with confidence remaining in negative territory. This indicates increasing consumer pessimism, which directly impacts discretionary spending. At the same time, firms are facing rising input costs, including materials, production, and logistics. This creates a double pressure. So there is a declining demand and increasing costs. Together, this leads to margin pressure, reducing profitability ultimately. Overall, inflation is both weakening demand and increasing cost pressures, making luxury increasingly dependent on macroeconomic conditions, rather than just on purely brand strength.
Now, I will focus on how these macroeconomic pressures affect different parts of the luxury sector. A key strength of luxury brand is their pricing power. They can raise prices to offset rising costs, helping to protect margins. However, this ability to pass on costs is not unlimited, especially as consumers become more cautious in their spending. Demand is also not uniformly resilient. The entry-level luxury segment, luxury driven by aspirational and mass affluent consumers, shows higher price sensitivity, making it more exposed to inflationary pressure. As a result, categories such as accessories and entry-level products tend to experience sharper demand contraction. This is especially evident in markets like China and other emerging economies, where demand closely tracks consumer confidence and broader macroeconomic conditions. Brand positioning also plays a crucial role. Diversified groups like LVMH and Kering operate across multiple segments, increasing their exposure to more price-sensitive consumers and leading to higher volatility. In contrast, ultra-high-end brands such as Hermes and Richemont target wealthier clients and rely on scarcity, making their performance more stable even in weaker economic conditions. In summary, luxury is facing both margin pressure and a slowdown in demand, and resilience is no longer universal but segment-specific.